Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Hoosiers will get us started with the opening kickoff. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
No matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
They go to the ground. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
He unleashes a long one. He's got it inside the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. The Wolverines pick up the first down. Offense lining up quickly. The back goes in motion. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to pass. It's Rourke. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer ones.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Obliterates him, still on the move. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, they hit that deep crossing pattern, and nice job by the quarterback there, keeping his eyes down the middle of the field. He's not telegraphing where he's going to throw it. He knows he's got to give his guy a chance to work through the traffic, get all the way across the field, but you can't let the...
Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Wants to throw. It's Orji. Coming after it. Gets it out fast. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Had to throw it before he wanted. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? You be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense.
Looking downfield, it's Rourke. Pocket starts to collapse. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Back to throw, it's Rourke. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Boots, his first of the day away, was called on 4 times in the victory last week. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Makes the grab. It's Edwards. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump them the football, let them make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Boise State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Colorado State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you throw into running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and a cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
To the air, it's Roy. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out on the field, because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive. He does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think you saw a little bit right there in that nickel package, now setting up 4th and 1.
What a play that time. They got way more than they needed to convert that 4th down.
But I love the execution of this quarterback. Everybody's sitting shallow, trying to take away the first down. He takes the ball down the field. Great strike. Nice play. Nice 4th down conversion.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana. Lining up for the PAT.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He'll run it again. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He fires to the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Throws to the tight end. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
And what a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Got the first down and still on his feet. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he muffs it, a loose football. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Cross. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Makes the grab. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
He wants to throw, trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Hoosiers racing to the line in the hurry up. Looking downfield, it's Rourke. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Man, teams that play cover 1 at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, it's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. That one could have helped out a bit there, guys. It's still an 8-point game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime with Rodgers.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
What a great play, winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Heels to punt and try to pick up some yards. He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
He'll ride his man on the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like, now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They've been running it, but now the pass. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. Touchdown, Wolverine. The defense with the scoop and score. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Man, you should go to the offense, like, bro, we don't need you today. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense, doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. a sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Looking to take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
He's going to get loose. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Looking for a crease. It's Edwards. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Listen, in these situations, it's so hard to push the ball down the field because the defense is playing pass. We bring in more DBs. We're dropping deeper in our coverage, and we're making you throw the ball underneath or run the football. Nice job by the running back. Listen, he got good yards. He didn't get the first down, but now he's in a situation where third down becomes something where it's not predictable. Now it's a situation where they can go out and have success.
Spits it out to the back. Caught close to the marker. It's Edwards. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Quick pass on the fly motion. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of...
Touchdown, Michigan! And the stomping has commenced.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out of this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable in that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking deep. Makes the grab on the left side. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Got it in the middle, it's Cross. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. And the Hoosiers moving quickly to the line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Catch in the middle, it's Cross. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
In other schools around the country, Slippery Rock, 75, Mercyhurst University, 30.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
It would take a miracle to get back in this game, but any miracle will have to start with this fourth down conversion. They're trying to get to it. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You can tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
Small game, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Tosses it back. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Now on the option. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
Fourth down.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Michigan.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Looking down the middle. The completion well past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, and get out of here with the dub.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. To the air, it's Orji. Safe completion on the screen. Just causing wreckage in the secondary. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a league like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Free snap motion in the backfield. Runs through a tackle. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. A run for the quarterback. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got enough space. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Get set. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to a touchdown Wolverines. And the pummeling has started. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Boise State is in front. They've played awfully well today. And while there's no Kellen Moore out there, this group is fighting. They're up by a field goal over Colorado State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking for a man. It's Rourke. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Fires to the tight end.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Cooper. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Looking for a huge play. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn.
He's going for it all. And it's picked off for the third time today. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.